Getting my first card was my rookie card. I remember that my first offseason getting assigned those, and it was just so special to have a baseball card. It was cool. But for me personally, I think probably still my favorite card to this day was it was like a Tops Now moment with me and Mookie Betts. From what he did when I hit my first career hit was a home run. And he traded his bat with a fan out in right field here because he knew it was my first hit. So during the game, I didn't know any of this happened either because everything was kind of moving so fast. And after the game, I had the ball in a glass case in my locker. So I, went up to Rick Stowe and I said, "Thank you so much for getting this for me. I appreciate that." And he said, "It wasn't me." He said, "It was Mookie Betts." And I said, "What happened?" And they showed me the whole video. And so he went out there and got in touch with the fan and traded one of his signed bats for my ball. And got my first home run ball back. And Topps did a Tops Now moment with a card of me hitting the home run and then a card of him handing the bat to a fan. So I think that's still probably my favorite card to this day.
Hello and welcome to another episode of MLB's Carded. This time around, we go out to visit a few interesting card shops, and I will get to the bottom of a card mystery closer to home. But before we get to that, our first story has to be one of my favorite kind of hobby stories. If Reds outfielder TJ Friedl wasn't one of your favorite players going in, then he should be by the end of this segment. Take a look.
I've been very fortunate to be with the Reds organization since I first signed, and Reds country runs all throughout. And so it's really cool in the offseason when we do Reds Fest, Reds Caravan. We get to go on the road and we get to go out to Reds country and go out to elementary schools, go to different stops all throughout Reds country. I've got to do those since 2017. So it's really cool to see how big and deep Reds country is. When I was about 14, going from my freshman to sophomore year of high school, I got a really bad staph infection in my sinus cavity in my eye. It started in my ear. Woke up one morning and my eye was swollen shut, and I had a really big, just a big infection in this whole area on my side of my face, and so I had to be rushed to San Francisco Children's Hospital. And there, I had to get all these surgeries done, and they had to kind of clean everything out. I ended up spending about 4 weeks in the hospital. But in that time, the whole floor was kind of renovated and redone thanks to Barry Bonds. I gave a big donation to that wing of the San Francisco Children's Hospital. We had like PlayStations in there and all this stuff. My room was all decorated, so it kind of helped make my 4 weeks in that hospital a little easier. And so I like to do a lot of work with the Children's Hospital here. It means a lot to me. And so whenever we have visits and stuff, I try and take part in that. So for me, having this platform and, the blessing I have to be a Major League Baseball player, to get to go visit children in the hospital and just kind of take them out of their day for a second and just talk to them and get to know them and conversate with them is special. Someone at my agency reached out to me, John, and he brought up this idea. And I said, I love working with the Children's Hospital. I love doing things for the children at the hospital. And so let's see if we can get something in the works. And so we worked with Jim Myers over here with the Reds, and they were able to get this reverse signing set up to where Topps made these special baseball cards for some of the children over at the hospital. Each card had a little fun fact about them on the back of something, their favorite food or what their hobbies are, what they like to do. And then we got to host them here at Great American Ballpark and just have conversations with those kids was special.
You've been to Switzerland?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Was that beautiful? I've never been.
Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It was just something where I reached out to all the guys on my team. I said, hey, do you guys have 10 minutes? Come upstairs. And we got all these kids up here. They got their own baseball cards. You can just go up and get them to sign their card to give it to you. Because it's always the reverse, right? It's always they're asking for our autographs. But, in that moment, it was like, hey, I want you to sign your card for me so I can keep it and I can have it. And, all my teammates are so great. I think we had pretty much every single one of them turn out and go up there, take at least 5 to 10 minutes of their time. There was no sign-up sheet. There was no like, hey, if you guys could attend. It was just, hey guys, we're doing this reverse signing for these kids from the Children's Hospital. If you can make it up, great. If not, totally understand. So for pretty much all these guys that turn up and support kind of what I was putting on, it meant a lot to me. We have this platform and they always come out and support us. They come to our games, they support us in what we do out here on the field through the highs and the lows. And so just to give back to the community in itself is something that I take a lot of pride in.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the cards. I want to keep these forever. Keep the signing. Oh, yeah. Nice.
While we were in Cincinnati, we found out that there's a pretty unique card shop not very far from the ballpark. We just had to go check it out. So join us on our trip to a shop owned and operated by a former Major League player.
J.J. Hoover on the mound.
Gas. And that's all she wrote. And J.J. Hoover just dominates.
Hoover gets it, straightens up to second, out, back to first. Got him, double play.
That's an athlete.
Wow.
So this journey has kind of taken so many different routes. I saw that there was a really cool connection there with my community that I had grown online, and I just wanted to bring that into a physical brick and mortar location. And I think there's just something special about having a tangible card in your hand. It just became a no-brainer for me on something that I was trying to do. So the last year and a half, this has kind of been like my sole focus. So for me growing up, some of my favorite players were Chipper Jones, Roger Clemens, Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson. Anytime I'd pull Roger Clemens, I was geeked. I want people in the community to know that this is a place that you can come out and hang out, enjoy your hobbies. Being able to have a place that is big enough, open enough to have people enjoying all sides of the hobby is important to me. We've hosted some rip nights around some of the bigger Topps baseball releases. It's all about community building for me, and it's been a blast so far. So actually, this is my first Bowman card, and I'm actually working on getting the rest of this rainbow, but super proud of this. And this one right here, I have 3 of the 5 of 5s, so I'm still looking for the other 2. So next up, I've got my Bowman Sterlings. I like these cards, but I don't know if you guys can see the difference here. This one, I'm a lefty. Really interesting to see me as a lefty in that purple there. I've got a printing plate from one of my autograph cards and contracts. This is a really cool piece, and I really prefer on-card autos, so I signed all thousands of these cards, and that was one of the coolest things, and I still have them in my collection today. That's enough of me. Now I will get to some of my favorites. So one of the first ones here is this Chipper Jones autographed, which is authenticated through PSA. Super pumped to have this. For all my Reds fans, I miss this man dearly. Joe Morgan was such an inspiration to me and so reassuring in the clubhouse. If I was doing well, he'd talk to me. If I was doing poorly, he'd give me so much good advice. He was one of the coolest people in my time here in Cincinnati, and I miss him dearly. So really cool card, love this. Another one of my favorite teammates is Paul Goldschmidt, and some of the coolest cards that I've had come into the shop. Got this patch auto here. I think this is out of 10. And then this from the Rickwood game here has some dirt on it, and I think that's just really neat for a patch. These are just some really, really cool cards here. I think my teenage self would be really geeked out about this and really stoked to be in this position, to be a card shop owner, to bring people together. It's still all part of having a fun place for people to hang out and be a part of the community.
Maybe you know that my all-time favorite player is Ozzie Smith. I add his cards to my collection whenever I can. Well, we actually sat down with the Wizard to hear what he had to say about a few of my favorites. Check it out.
The St. Louis Cardinals with Ozzie Smith taking the field.
Ozzie Smith is indeed the wizard.
Cut off by the Wizard. Look at the play.
He got him!
What a play, Ozzie Smith.
Who better to do it? Number one.
Oh, mercy. What a double play by Ozzie Smith.
Of course, this card here is always an interesting card. And I always get the guys give me a hard time because of the mutton chops and the hair. Now, this particular card right here is my rookie card from 1978. This was an in-cut card, so there's not much symmetry there. If you can find one with some symmetry, it might be expensive. From the 1982 season, both as a Padre and as a St. Louis Cardinal. I got traded in the winter of 1981. So these were the first two cards since the trade.
With his bare hand, he makes the play. Incredible.
Then, of course, I think this was 1986. The 86 card was, that was a so-so year. I think it was the year the Mets won, actually. I always liked that card for some reason. The colors, of course, are road grays, so that's probably the reason I like it so much. Of course, 1987. 1987 was a good year because it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but we made it to the World Series against the Minnesota Twins. We lost in 7 games to Minnesota, so it's my cards, some of the most popular cards, and of course the rookie card being the most popular because of the mutton chops and hair.
One of the great things about card shops today is they provide a variety of ways to stay involved in the hobby. How you choose to collect has helped these stores evolve over time. Alex Jomboy knows this all too well, and she sent us this shop tour from Cards HQ in Atlanta. Check it out.
All right, we're here in Atlanta, Georgia, outside Cards HQ. We are just minutes away from Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. Let's go check it out.
Community is a huge word, and when we built this store, we really built it around that word, community. We wanted to create a place where collectors could come in and engage with other collectors and really just enjoy the hobby and enjoy their time in the shop, and that's why we built it the way we have. Back here behind the front counter, we've got a pack wall. So people who just want to come in and buy an individual pack, starting at $2 or $3, can come in and buy a pack of whatever product they want.
Awesome.
So this is where all of our boxes are, all of our sealed product, right?
Wax, baby!
Wax, that's right, what you love to open and rip, right? So we've got everything from very affordable boxes starting at just like $24 for Topps Heritage, all the way on up to products like Topps Dynasty at over $2,000 a box, a very, very high-end product, and everything in between. We want people to come into this shop and feel like they could browse for a couple of hours and just kind of get lost in it.
I love it. Lost in the sauce. All right, cool.
Alex, I'm super excited to show you this next. This is our walls of cards.
Guys, I have never in my life seen anything like this in any hobby shop across America.
Thousands of cards on display, row after row after row after row.
Look at these beautiful display cases.
We wanted to bring them up to eye level so you could walk around and browse and see things such as that beautiful Freddie Freeman Bowman Chrome auto card. Look at that one. How about this Bobby Witt Jr.? This is his Bowman Refractor auto, his first Bowman card. If you like the Dodgers, this is one of Yamamoto's best rookie cards ever. This is the Black Refractor from Topps Chrome Logo Edition, numbered to 10 autograph. So a rookie auto numbered to 10 of Yamamoto. It's exceptional card of this.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Along the side of the shop, we actually have live streaming bays. So these guys right now are breaking. These guys are actually live right now. What's up, guys? Even when we close to the public, we're still live because not everybody can make it to Atlanta, unfortunately, to experience this in person. So we want to try to bring them that experience virtually, no matter where they are in the world.
Everyone else is different, into different things. Everyone is into different things.
Right.
They can choose their own path.
All right, Alex, I got to show you our content studio.
Okay.
This is my pride and joy.
I see you.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the type of innovations that the hobby needs. Great job.
Well, thank you.
This is
Yeah,
awesome.
we modeled the store around this because we wanted to have the ability to be producing content from the store all the time and have the store in the background and have people even be able to interact with what we're doing in here some.
I love that.
Yeah.
It brings the people at home, sitting in bed or on the couch, people like me,
Yeah.
alone, into the community, into a live setting. It's pretty awesome.
Alex, welcome to our Breaker Arena.
We are in the arena.
Yes, it is the most interactive way to open up a box.
Yeah.
So anybody who comes into our store, whether they buy a $3 pack all the way on up to a $1,000 box, they can come over here, bring what they bought over here, sit down in these chairs, and they can open it, and this is live streaming on YouTube. So they can tell their friends back home, go onto YouTube and see me right now opening up the packs I bought or the boxes that I bought. And you've got bleachers over here.
Yeah.
So when you start opening,
The stadium seating is awesome.
you get crowds of people who will sit here and watch.
I mean, this is my home now.
This is our customer lounge.
Don't mind if I do.
You can watch the games. You
What's
can
up, guys?
do trades.
Go Mets. Go Mets.
They didn't like that.
Dude, I'm moving in.
Yeah, well, you can rest here. I've actually got to get to trade night because look at all these people.
Fine, I'll let you go.
I'm gonna start trading
You're
and
a
doing
busy
some
man.
live streaming with these folks.
Good luck. Thanks for the tour.
You should come over and do a trade with me.
I can?
Yeah, let's do a trade. All right, let's do a trade.
All right.
It's not a shocker that I'm a card collector, but since I work at MLB Network, I have access to a lot of my friends who played in the big leagues, and I have hundreds of cards of each one of them, including Dan Plesac cards. So I brought my good friend that I'm on the national pregame show with on MLB Network, Dan Plesac, on the show because, Dan, there's one card that truly stumps me. And do you mind clearing up what in the world a guy with one career big league hit in the show is doing with a baseball card that looks like this?
Yeah, there's a great story behind that, Greg. Every player in the mid to late 80s wanted to dupe a photographer, right? So a particular photographer you didn't recognize, that didn't know what position you played. So the guy asked me name, and you had to hold a card with your name under it. Dan, please. I go, okay, position. I said outfield. So he said, okay. I said, hey, can I use the batting gloves and put the eye black on? He said, sure, go ahead and get in your batting stance. That was taken at the Big A in Anaheim.
All right.
Yes.
Did you feel bad at all?
No.
That you were duping a man who's just trying to do his job for Fleer?
No, but truth be known, the entire rest of the season, I was wondering what my card would look like next year if I was able to sneak it through. And, you know, you get a lot of fan mail at the ballpark, right? And at County Stadium, here comes an envelope with a bunch of cards, and I open it up, and I see one with me with the eye black and the batting gloves.
And you
I was like, yeah, I duped him. I got him.
All right, other than that, as I'm looking through, I mean, I have so many of your cards, including your rookie. Is there a card that you really enjoy? I mean, I like this card personally. I think this 89 Donruss.
You like the action shot?
The action shot.
When I see
It's just
those,
gorgeous.
it brings back a lot of memories. That's from old County Stadium. The Brewers used to play in County Stadium, so there are a lot of fond memories of me in County Stadium.
All right, this is technically
that doesn't bring back a lot of
This
fun.
is the rookie card, though, right?
This is the rookie card. This was taken on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
I found out the night before that I made the Brewers right out of Double-A, and Danny Darwin and Pete Vukovich took me out on a celebratory binge.
You were out late. You were out late.
Oh, I was out really late. That right there, the old left-hander right there, was not feeling sporty.
Wow, because when you look at the close-up, it does look like you're vibrant and happy.
Oh, I was anything but vibrant and happy, Greg. I was lucky to be standing, to be honest with you.
Oh, I love your stories. Well, card fans, there you have it. We've come to the end of another episode. Sad for you, but fun for us because we're going to rip a few packs today.
Oh, I get to rip one
You're
open?
gonna love this. I want to put your cards down. I have 88 tops.
Oh. '88 was a good year for me, too.
Yeah, Dan Plesac might be in here. As we get into these packs, check out this rip from the 2025 All-Star Week Celebrity Softball Game. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, bust them open. Don't chew the gum.
I won't. It's been in there for a while.
Yeah, I got Joel Youngblood of the Giants, super utility.
Willie Wilson.
Bo Jackson.
Oh, how'd you pull that one? Oh,
Yes.
man. Hey, Sparky Anderson. Hall of Fame manager, Sparky Anderson.
Ed Romero, Gary Templeton. Come on, give me a damn.
Danny Tartable.
Mike Socha.
How about Ron Kittle, the pride and joy of Gary, Indiana? Yes.
Oh, I got Soto. All right.
Who?
I got Acuna's brother. Right now I got...
Austin Barnes. How do you like rings? Okay.
All right.
I got the Rockies whole team. They're having a good year.
I got...
Young Jackson Holiday. Just wait.
All right. Jackson Holiday's good.
Oh, these are like real.
There's gum in
These are.
This gum's from
Is this actually
1987?
from 87?
Go ahead. Take a piece of That's 1987.
Oh my God, that is gum.
It's gum.
I'm not taking a bite of it.
I'm not taking a bite of it either. Were we supposed to open these? I feel like we're opening up a piece of history.
Is this like, yeah.
Oh my God.
These are from.
They didn't even care. They just threw them all together. Oh, I got Dwight Gooden.
Phil Niekro, Knuckleball.
Otis Nixon.
I got too much going. There goes my
All right.
gum.
I can win a trip.
Frank Viola, John Franco.
I can get 4 tickets to the 1988 spring training.
That's awesome.
Keep this one.
Show
this
that.
is one that we want to keep. I think it passed, but we can still maybe go.
Those are Dave Magadan, yeah.
Tony Gwynn.
Rick Cerrone, great hitting coach now.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn. Also, that's good. That's
Spring
a good
break.
card.
Bill Swift, I bet. Okay, Eckersley. Bang.
Oh, I'm trying to find out.
We needed a little juice.
All right, yeah, this is a good. Oh, Dave.
Sean Dunston could play.
You ever hear like the older guys talk about like players? They're like, oh yeah, so and this guy and that guy. You have no idea what players are.
That's where you're at right now.
Except for like Tony Gwynn.
You know Bob Tewksbury.
Yeah, I know Bob Tewksbury.
Come on,
shout
he
out,
can play.
Shout out Bob Tewksbury. No, this is cool. Hey, thanks guys. Appreciate it.